Hey there, it's me, Gordon Firemark, and I am the podcast lawyer, as you probably already know. And today I want to just talk to you about fear, about why hidden fears can keep you from playing big, how your fears keep you down, they hold you back, they create internal resistance that stops you from achieving the goals and dreams that you have. Fear is an it's a natural emotion. We all experience it from time to time in our lives, and it's a very normal and healthy response to perceived dangers or threats. And it really is helpful in keeping us safe. But when fear becomes a more constant presence in our lives, or those fears are irrational, or the fear is driven by a lack of knowledge and information, or just uncertainty, it can really hold us back from reaching our full potential. And that is especially true when it comes to playing that big game, playing to win, right? When you're afraid of hidden dangers and unspoken, unwritten concerns, you're more likely to be timid, to be shy, to be careful, too careful sometimes. So I want to share some reasons why hidden fear really can keep you from playing that winning game. Because, first off, fear leads to self-doubt. When you are constantly afraid of failure or of rejection or of some unforeseen unknown consequence that might come, it's all speculation, right? Well, that fear that can lead to self-doubt and a lack of confidence in your abilities, and that makes it really hard to take big risks and to pursue your goals with full force, because that self-doubt just sort of eats at us and holds us back, and you don't want to be embarrassed, you don't want to feel shame, you don't want to get called out, or there's that imposter syndrome, all those kinds of things. But there's also just the fears that, hey, I don't know what I don't know, and that's a big concern as well. So one thing you can do is learn what you need to know, right? And get past fear. um, Another reason that fear is dangerous is that it limits your options. Self-limiting. Hidden fears will cause you to narrow your focus and self-limit your options. You might avoid certain opportunities or situations altogether just because there's a perceived risk. You may not even be able to put your finger on what the risk is, but you find yourself afraid, and you stop yourself from trying real hard to achieve that full potential. Three, hidden fears will create a negative mindset. If fear is a constant presence in your life, it'll set you up to always be afraid and negative about things. It sets up this mindset that really can affect your thoughts and your actions, and you'll find yourself being overly cautious and pessimistic, and it's really hard to take big bold steps and risks to succeed when you have that negative vibe going on inside you. And fear will help you it'll prevent you from learning and growing. Playing to win involves taking risks. It involves learning from mistakes. And if you're afraid of making even the littlest mistake, well, then you're never going to take those risks. Hidden fear really can prevent you from learning and growing as a person. It's the mistakes we make, the I won't say failures, but the non-successes in our lives, or the non-absolute total successes in our lives, that we learn from, and we try again, and we get things right. So if you want to play big and you want to play to win the game, you have to identify and address those hidden fears that are holding you back. And that'll involve maybe seeking some support, seeing a therapist or a coach, or talking it out with friends or colleagues and family. Practicing self-care and self-compassion is an important way to address fears. Reframing your mindset to focus on the more positive aspects, the upside of taking those risks and pursuing your goals. And when you find yourself feeling that fear, take a moment to confront it and ask, what am I really afraid of? Why am I not doing this thing? What's the worst that could happen? In the space of podcasting and internet and stuff, nobody is able to reach through that camera, through that internet, and punch you in the nose, right? So what's the real fear about? And try to put it in perspective and reframe things. as rather than something to be afraid of, as an opportunity to learn and develop new skills and new mindsets and all those kinds of things. Because, fear really can be a major obstacle to playing that big game, playing to win. And it'll lead to self-doubt, limit your options, creates that negative mindset, and really prevents that growth and learning. So addressing your fears, reframing your mindset is how you overcome obstacles, and becoming better informed about the things you're doing so you don't have to be afraid. Because after all, knowledge is power, and um, uh, not knowing is where a lot of fear comes from the unknown, right? So learn. And that's why I'm offering this free replay of the virtual workshop. I just did this yesterday afternoon. It's called Business and Legal Fundamentals for Podcast Growth and Profit. You can access this replay. It's free. You just have to hop on over to event.podcastlaw.net, and it will register you and take you right to the replay page, where you'll be able to watch the replay and learn all about the legal and business mistakes that so many podcasters are making. And there you go. Learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from my illustrations and stories and explanations of other people's mistakes, and take on some of those fundamentals that I'm teaching in this program, and learn from it. So listen, it's okay to be afraid, as long as that fear isn't irrational. It's okay to feel fear. It's not okay to let it run your life. It's not okay to let fear hold you back from pursuing your dreams. And so often it's this insidious, it's the tiny little things that we really find ourselves that hold us back and keep us from taking the risks and the steps and even the smallest actions. So promise me that you'll overcome your fear and learn a little more about what it is you're getting into. If you're a podcaster, if you're a media creator, a YouTuber, a blogger, or even if you're just afraid to ask that person out on a date or something like that, overcoming the fears can only lead to good things if you're willing to accept that there might be lessons to learn along the way. So that's it for what I have to say. If you're watching live, I'd love to chat with you. So I see a few people are in the viewing of things right now. Go ahead and say hello if you've got something to say. Bashir is here. Barbara's here. Hey, Barb, nice to see you. Long time since we've talked. Just let me know what's going on. I'm not going to stick around much longer. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and don't miss out on the podcast law event that I'm talking about. I'm going to try to go to the right page in my gizmo here so that I can post a comment about the event in the chat. There it is, event.podcastlaw.com. It's only available for a few more days. It's a limited time replay, so go check it out and get back in touch with me if you have any questions. And that's it for today. Have a great one. I'll see you soon. Bye.